Hi YouTube, this is Angie the Anti-Theist, and today I'm going to take on Pascal's wager. This is a common one. Atheists hear a lot, and there are so many objections to it that I should just jump right in. Okay, Pascal's wager basically states, it's the theist stating, well, if you're wrong, then when we die, you'll go to hell. But if I'm wrong, then nothing will happen when I die, and I've lost nothing, so shouldn't you believe, sort of as a fire insurance plan? All right, like I said, many objections to this basic idea, Pascal's wager. First objection is, obviously, believing, most I'm just going to go with Christians because they're the ones I'm usually talking to. So most Christians don't think that just believing is actually good enough. They think, if you believe, then that will, of course, make you want to do things and follow the Bible and the laws and go to church and tithe. And so saying it doesn't cost anything isn't really accurate at all. Unless, of course, you mean just saying, okay, I believe in a God, just in case. There comes my second objection. What kind of God would be fooled by that kind of insincere belief? That's not worship, that's not adoration, that's not honoring Jesus as God's only son, that's not, taking seriously the passion of Christ or the suffering at Calvary. That's not something that I think the God I worshipped as a Christian would have ever been fooled by. This belief for the sake of belief, or believing in case the belief is true. That's not real belief. That's the other problem with Pascal's wager, of course, is that it's not actually an argument for belief. It's not an argument for the existence of God. There's no evidence. It's actually just a threat, an empty threat at that, if you don't already believe in hell. Believe this, or you could go to hell. You're not actually given any evidence. You're not given any reason to believe. There's nothing backing it up. It's just believe so you don't fry. That's a threat. Plain and simple. And what's more, here's probably the most typical rebuttal to Pascal's wager that I hear is, which God? I mean, I'm sure as a Christian you think you've got this settled. It's your God. But if I'm just supposed to believe in a God in order to avoid a hell, why not Allah to avoid the Muslim hell? Why not believe in any of the thousands of other gods that have existed and been worshipped throughout history? Why yours? There is nothing in Pascal's wager that indicates your God being the right answer. What's more, if you look at Islam and Christianity, I know certainly, rejecting their God, worshiping a false God, is seen as the bigger sin than just not worshiping. It's worshiping false gods. That's what the Bible keeps saying. I remember that as a child, like, don't worship false gods. It was a really big deal, right? Well, I'm an atheist. I don't actually worship anything, so technically I should be cool, right? All right, so Pascal's wager, the major problems with it is there's no evidence behind it. It's just a threat. There's nothing to indicate a specific theistic God, which is usually how the argument is being applied. And the basic premise that believing costs you nothing is, of course, patently absurd. People inform their actions based on their true beliefs. I believed in faith healing as a child, and so did my family. That influenced our actions and our decisions and behavior. Beliefs influence actions. That's why what people believe is so bloody important to me. So, yes, Pascal's wager is so silly. I don't even think that Blaise Pascal actually thought it was an argument for God. It was a rhetorical moment that got sort of preserved. Everybody on YouTube, have a great and godless day. Peace.